गाइस, तो आज की वीडियो में मैं आपको कोलकाता कैसे पहुंचते हैं मुंबई से कोलकाता में कहाँ जाना चाहिए, क्या खाना चाहिए, वहाँ से सिक्किम जा कैसे सकते हैं, सिक्किम में क्या क्या खा सकते हैं, कहाँ जाना चाहिए, कैसे घूमना चाहिए, कितने दिन के लिए जाना चाहिए, ये सब कुछ नहीं बताने वाली हूँ। तो अगर आपको कुछ रियल इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो प्लीज़ गो वॉच सम अदर वीडियो, डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम हियर. दिस इज़ ओनली फॉर टाइम पास and a lot of pictures of food and random shit. We're at the airport now and it's a long line. Now that I've had some coffee, I feel like myself again.
The thing with early morning flight is it's cheap, but then you are so grumpy by the end of it. That's Sonu dressed as Indigo's brand ambassador, and that's us clicking some random pictures. I really like this video because it really shows what Mumbai is all about. Is the high rises right next to the slums and covered by the beautiful sea. You can't even tell it's Kolkata because of all the cramped buildings which looks just like Mumbai.
We have arrived at Kolkata Airport, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Airport, and we're just finding a way to get to our hotel. Something that doesn't require us to pay $1,000.
That is Sonu as usual, impatiently waiting for our transport. Although it does say how much time it's going to take for the Uber to arrive. But anyway, that's our Kali Pili Nahi, Pili Pili from Kolkata. That is Travok, our bag, nicely sitting next to the driver. For lunch, we met Sonu's friend and we went to a place called Peter Cat, which was very much recommended by people on the internet as well as our friends. And the food was very good and the decor also was very nice. We had the sizzler and chelo kebab. That is Sonu really enjoying our Kolkata trip, clearly.
Now we are going to Victoria Memorial. It is made from the same marble as Taj apparently. I want to know the reason they had to put this sign here. I'm sure the reason is quite interesting. ये है कभी खुशी कभी गम का रायचंद हाउस. This is where it was shot. पे शाहरुख खान लैंड करके जया बच्चन के पास भाग के गया था. ये शाहरुख खान के दादाजी मिस्टर रायचंद, ये उनके बनाए हुए महल राइट नेक्स्ट टू चांदनी चौक.
The museum had some paintings and artifacts that the British very generously didn't steal from us, for a change.
The famous puchka. Let's see how different it is from pani puri and whether puchka is better, but I still vouch for pani puri.
After that, we went boating on the Hooghly River, which is an arm of Ganga, and it was beautiful because the sun was just setting and we got the view of the Hooghly Bridge, which is not as famous as the Howrah Bridge, but yeah, looks quite good. There it is, and it was just the perfect timing for us to go boating. Sonu was on a holiday, but he didn't miss a chance to visit a hospital. It just happens to be the first medical college of India.
We couldn't go here, but देख लिया.
So this was right outside the Indian Museum where we found this man selling some ancient coins dating from the Mughal era to the East India Company era and also the recent ones. It was a very coincidental find. We did get some souvenirs from there.
एम्बेसडर आएगा तो अच्छा दिखेगा. आ रहेगा एम्बेसडर.
Ambassador to nahi aaya, but we went to Kusum Rolls, which was apparently one of the best places for Kolkata Kati rolls. And then we went to a sweet shop and had some mishti doi and this odd looking shandesh. And we are on day 2.
So Sonu has gone for his exam and I had nothing to do. So now I've come here to Science City, which is like a thing for kids mostly. But then since this was closed and there was nothing else I could do, I just thought I'll just drop in and see what this is all about.
Of course, I couldn't haul walk around with me because it was very heavy, so I deposited it in the cloakroom of the Science City Museum, which was a convenient thing. And I was just walking around with my camera looking like a ridiculous person.
The ropeway for the Science Museum goes from here to there. From it's at a very big height, like you can see the ground is there, and that's the ropeway. So yeah, very adventurous. Let's not do that.
This was every person's hairstyle during COVID times. Stone Age men reminded me of men during COVID times.
No matter where you go, geometry will come to haunt you. Everywhere. It's everywhere.
पनीर तो बेटा इतनी इतनी थैलियों में बिकेगा सुनार के दुकान में.
Right now I'm at the Space Center. This place looks really cool, and I'm about to watch a show in the Space Theater. It's called The Voyager.
प्राण लगता था वो आयु अपने सैकड़ों ज्वालामुखियों के साथ इस सौर हुए क्षेत्र है, तो कहीं समतल सतह पर उभरी हुई धारियां और गांठें हैं.
This was something about how mirror ka shape influences the reflection or something and all. I don't quite understand. And this is a maze where you see this uncle, he's using this bottle to see if it's the way out or just another mirror. And I understand because I hit myself on the mirror a couple of times too. And I also heard some kids panicking and saying GPS laga bahar kaise nikalna hai. Very understandable. It was a crazy maze. So this interesting circular building had illusions on the topmost floor where I am, and then there was an aquarium on the lower floors, and the ground floor had physics ka pop-ups which made you feel very dumb and question your entire school syllabus. But yeah, interesting and fun to see.
This is some dahi puchka chaat from the Science City Museum. This I think is their variation of dahi puri. Let's see. Dahi puchka to mast tha. Now I don't know what to do again with the rest of my 1.5 hours that's left until Sonu gets free, and then we can actually do.
Exams, and then we went to College Street to Indian Coffee House. Yes, so Indian Coffee House is an really old coffee house, but Indian and very self-explanatory. This was a very huge cafe, not a regular cafe. You can see people from all age groups just sitting around the table and just chilling, and very understaffed. There were so many people and so few waiters. They were working really hard. I felt quite bad for them.
Indian coffee house doesn't need Google reviews. They have reviews on their walls. So you can just come here and decide whether you want to. Masood was quite impressed. Wow. Sham Bazaar ये चल रहा है क्या? Trams have been discontinued, but it is our naseeb that we just happened to see. Hey, it's working. There are people inside. Can we just get in? नहीं. Look at the condition. Now I know why it's discontinued, but this is, I want to go in this.
College Street has a lot of bookstores. It's basically just streets full of book vendors. So we did that, and then we were looking for a Pice Hotel. Pice Hotel has a history. It was made for the time when the working class needed cheap food but good homemade food. And some of them stayed, and this was one of the Pice Hotels we went to. Amazing food, Ilish mash and one other mustard-based fish thing we had, and it was so good.
Wait, are we suddenly in Mumbai? Because what is this, man? It's the same. मन कर रहा है चढ़ जाओ.
Then we took a train to Siliguri, from where we took a cab to Gangtok, Sikkim. See you next Sunday or Monday, depending on when I make the vlog.